Hey, Steve Champagne here, and today's video I want to talk to you about a couple things. One is about getting your fair share of business when it comes to offering internet marketing services to local companies. And I also want to talk to you about what is probably the best way of getting your fair share, okay? Let's face it, there's a ton of competition out there for the services that we offer. I mean, we're looking at right now the map of the LA area, which is one of the biggest metropolitan areas in the country. And as you can see, there is all these red dots. And all these red dots are internet marketing agencies of some sort, whether it's SEO, website design. These are all folks who have hanged their shingle out to offer services, okay? So how do you get your fair share of business when there's so much competition? Well, there's been a lot of talk out there, we only do inbound marketing. I'm here to tell you that I think a better way to go is outbound marketing. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do inbound marketing, but you really need to add outbound marketing to your mix if you want to get a fair share. Now, inbound marketing is great because people are showing some type of interest for your services. They're looking for your services, so they're more of a warmer lead. But there's so many people out there that have a problem that they don't know that they have a problem that you could help them fix. And you're only ever going to reach those people through outbound marketing. Now, I'm here to also say that probably the people who are doing inbound marketing, there was probably somebody else who was doing outbound marketing to them that brought that awareness to them. With that said, let's get into this exercise that I want to walk you through. So now we go over, when it comes to inbound marketing, the first place we think about is Google. Google being the monster, and I'm not going to go into talk to you how big Google is because you should know this. And there's three things to Google. There's paid search, there's local, and there's organic search. So if you're in this space, you've tried your best to get into the 7-pack or do organic to get yourself ranked. And if that hasn't worked, well, then you're probably going to pay and get yourself all the way to the top with pay-per-click. Now, I'm a big advocate of pay-per-click. I love pay-per-click. In my personal practice, SEO is probably the last thing I actually talk to people about because I always like to come from a position of ROI as fast as possible when it comes to their business. Now, I like inbound marketing for B2C type of businesses, but when it comes to B2B, the reality is if you're not doing outbound marketing, you're really hamstringing your business. So let's look at this. Internet Marketing Los Angeles, we have over 8 million search results. SEO Company Los Angeles, we have almost 2 million searches. And when we go to Web Design Los Angeles, well, hey, we have over 115 million search results, okay? Now, the reality is you've probably either spent time, money, or both getting yourself ranked here, right? Or you're doing pay-per-click to be ranked there. And what is it really getting you for as bang for the buck for inbound marketing? Well, let's just jump over to the keyword planner that Google gives us. Now, I took those 3 terms and I put them into the planner. Now, I did phrase match, okay? We would never do anything broad match because that's just absolutely silly. And I think exact match would probably be tightening it down just too much. So phrase match is a good place to go. So let's look at what it would be to be on the top of the page, the position of 1 or 2, and what you could expect for clicks for each of these terms, and what your average cost per click would be, and what your budget would be. Okay, so as we can see right here, SEO Company Los Angeles, I set a max bid of 35. According to Google, I'm going to get about 3 clicks for the month. All right, out of 553 impressions. I'm going to spend close to $68, $70 because the cost per click is absolutely insane for SEO. Now, website design, remember when we looked at search results, there's a lot more pages and there is a few more impressions, but what you could expect is there is a higher click-through rate for that. So your cost per click gets down to about 9. And if we look at internet marketing agency, unfortunately, no one's really looking for that term, but people rank for that term all the time. And the reality is there's really little to no traffic on that term for our business. So 22 clicks, 1,400 impressions for paid search. You spent $250. Okay, That's a very definable number. It's hard to define number when you're doing SEO, when you're spending money on writing content, backlinking, all the things you need to do to get your page ranked. It's hard to put that number, and there's no immediate results. At least pay-per-click gives you somewhat immediate results. Now, that's inbound marketing. Let's talk about outbound marketing. Let's talk about, they say inbound marketing is consumer-centric. I'm talking about, well, let's be company-centric and let's do outbound marketing. Let's be aggressive, okay? Marketing is a contact sport. So get out there and contact some people. Let's look at now when we flip the script and let's do outbound marketing with some telemarketers. Now, I'm here to tell you that you can find virtual VAs in the Philippines to do this type of work for you, okay? And you can find them for about $3.50 an hour to $4 an hour, all right? All day long. And just to prove that, I'm just going to jump over to Odesk, and I did a quick search for outbound telemarketing freelancers. I had 89 results of folks who said they would work for less than $5, okay? This girl right here has a 5-star rating. She's worked 413 hours. She says she's willing to work for $3.33. Kevin, $3.89, 5-star rating, only 54 hours, all right? She has 146, 300 hours. Now, I'm here to tell you that you could actually bump this up to like $20 an hour. And you can find people saying that, no, they're only going to work for $13. Now, they'll only work $13 an hour on a project, but if you come to them and say, you know what, I'm going to give you 30 hours a week or 40 hours a week at $4 or $5 an hour, I guarantee you they will take that all day long, because what they're looking for is a steady paycheck. Let's see how this stacks up now to your quote inbound marketing. So I'm going to round this up to $300, okay? Because that's roughly what you're going to spend with a VA for a period of time. So I'm going to bring over the calculator, and we're just going to put in $300 for the month. So that's what you're going to spend for the month. You're a small one-man band. That's all you can afford, right? And then what you want to do is we teach what's approach called CMC, call, mail, call. So your first call is structured just to find out who the decision maker is. Are they interested in receiving some information, and then qualifying them for money? Now, through our results, what we typically see is between 2 and 3 leads an hour that we generate with this approach, okay? So the first thing I want to do is figure out how many hours of telemarketing I can get for $300. So let's divide that by $3.50. So I'm going to get 85 hours of telemarketing, okay? That's roughly 20 hours a week, and that's really good. That's about 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to time that by, we'll go on the high side. We'll just say 3. So what we're getting into your funnel, okay, and they're building awareness with you, they're starting to know who you are, is we're getting roughly about 260 folks into your funnel that you have the decision maker's name, you have their email address so you can continue to market to them. You have their mailing address so you can send them a letter. Now let's take a look at the difference here, okay? You get 257 leads going into your pipe for $300 a month. And again, that's it's a little bit more than the 248 that's spending here. You don't even have these things going into your pipeline here, okay? You're getting 22 clicks if you're doing PPC, and you're getting 257 leads in your system who know who you are. Clicks versus leads. Are you starting to get the picture here? So this wraps up this video. Now, if you haven't picked up our $1 trial of My Virtual Caller and the CMC marketing funnel system, please do. All right, set it up, put it to work for you. You'll see how quickly and easily you could be putting an outbound marketing system together for your agency and for your business. I want to thank you for your time you give me, and you make it a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.